Hey everyone, welcome to Dungeon Class. In today's episode, we're talking about D&D stuff, buy it or not, and we're talking about the giant book of battle mats. Let's get right into it. Maps, I like maps.
Yeah, maps are good. I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map.
No, you're not the map, but we do use maps quite a bit.
Door the Explorer. All right.
Yeah. Mark, we've got a product here that we want to review because it's something that we looked at that we really enjoy.
Yep.
And let's talk about it. Well, here's a little book of battle maps, but
Yeah.
we have a giant book of battle maps. What is this company? What are they putting out there, and what do we get for that?
All right. So the name of the company is Loke Battle Mats, and
Okay.
Loke Loke, which I immediately thought my Marvel brain goes to Loki from
god of
Marvel.
mischief?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But it also occurred to me that it kind of like low key, like it's not super elaborate. It's kind of simple, especially this little one that we have here. But
Yeah.
they make a big one. So the idea behind their battle mats is they make these spiral bound maps that you can just fold out and lay flat
On dry erase.
and they're dry erase, yeah,
Right.
and they're really easy to use. Really like that idea that you can lay them flat. You can write on them and erase and all that stuff. So they make different sizes. They make the giant one, which is it lays out and it's about I think it's like 12. Well, it's about this size. I think almost about this size. And you lay them out and you can draw and all that stuff. And they have all different textures, like different designs for the terrain that you're going to use. This little one, the little book of battle maps, it's supposed to be like an add-on. It can be used like an add-on where you can like add another room, like you already have that laid out and you don't want to draw another one or anything. You can just slap that on at the end.
Well, I liked some of these because they look like already like pits or something that you drop your players into. So like a trap, and someone falls down into a trap, and then you put your displacer beast there, and boom, there you are.
Yeah.
There's your monster, and you can add it right to the map that you've already developed on your table.
Yep.
And when it's done, you erase it or whatever you got to do and move on and pick a different one. So
this
is kind of neat. Or for travel size.
Oh, absolutely. You can take it. We did a video up here about how to travel, how to take it on the go. But this would be great for take it on the go. Like if you're in the backseat of the car or you're in the airport waiting on something, you could actually do a little bit there. It's nice and portable. So that's what's nice about the little one.
Yeah.
This one goes for about a little over $13 on Amazon. You can get that there, and the big ones are about 40, but there's I think there's like 60 or 80 maps in there. I feel like I like the kind that lay out like this, and and these that lay down flat like that. Not the old versus the kind that you roll out, because I've not had the rollouts, but and when I'm looking at different ones, I'm like, honestly, well, I wouldn't want to fool with that, because everyone talks about how it starts turning back up again, wants to try to go back into end of the tube again. So I just feel like these lay flat thing is the way to go.
If you're using figures and you're not just completely theater of the mind, then you're using some kind of a battle map. You're using some kind of way to track where your players are, where the bad guys are. Do they have cover or not? Do they have, is the range right on my spell? That's part of the combat part of game, and using a battle map in general, or even this is a big world map here of Chult, but it's just the way we travel, the way we move around within the dungeon or within the world.
Right.
So this is a great idea. I think that when we looked at the product and what it offers and the different textures, like you said, the different terrains that they have, they already have some built in with stairs and different things like that. It makes it quick and easy for you as a dungeon master. That's one less thing you have to worry about, because on these, which are great too, which we use, you do have to draw them out.
Yeah.
So you have to draw out the room, draw everything you want in the room.
Right.
And then when your players are done and move on to the next, you kind of have to erase and move on to the next and redraw it.
Well, and that brings up another point. They've got other products. They have other textures and things. They have like sci-fi. They have cyberpunk and all. But they also have these static cling things you can stick on your map. They're like pre-drawn things like a well and things like that. You can just slap on there and don't have to draw it. I'm like, well, I like that idea, no drawing on it. So it just saves time for the DM. It's kind of a nice thing. So this is Loke Battle Mats is the company. They're available we'll have the links down below in the description. But if you go in there and look Loke in Amazon.
That's important. Loke, not Loki. Okay.
Yeah, not Loki, which that kind of threw
Loke
me.
Battle Maps. Check them out if you would. I think if it's a buy or not, we're both saying it's
It's a buy. It's a buy, yeah, and I think I think it's kind of worth the money. Maybe a little pricier than these. Honestly, these are my favorite ones. I think they're under $20.
They're right at 20 or so, but mine they do fall apart after a while. I mean,
and they only have two textures. You only have like the green on one and the gray on the other.
Right.
They have different ones, but. This battle mat gives you a variety of different textures and terrains, which I think is really great. And so I think that may be worth the price.
Yeah, and I think one of the keys and the reason we would say to buy it is anything that saves you time as a dungeon master in preparation is going to add to the fun in the game. Because then you're having more fun as a dungeon master. You're not as worried about erasing and redrawing a next room and all of that. So I think that overall we say it's a buy because it's going to save you time. You're going to have more fun, and you can just keep telling that story with your players.
All right, so tell us down below what battle mats that you like to use and what you use in your game. We're always looking for new products to try out, and also that'd be great if you could share that with us down in the comments below. And as always, make sure you like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. The notification bell, clicking that is really important because YouTube only shows like 20% of our subscribers the video. That's how the algorithm works. So if you want to know when our videos come out, and I hear this from other people, my wife included, like, I didn't see your video. Well, you got to hit that notification bell, and you have to tell it, I want to always know when Dungeon Classes videos come out.
I want to know when Dungeon Class is coming out with the video.
I would too.
So should you.
Yeah. So make sure you do that. And with that,
class dismissed.